Today, we're breaking down how New York Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello attempted to neutralize Caitlin Clark, and whether her strategy paid off. Spoiler, it didn't. To be honest, Brondello's game plan wasn't drastically different from their previous matchup. The core idea remained the same: apply pressure to Caitlin, swarm her with defenders. But this time, there was a major setback. The Liberty were without one of their top defenders, Leon Febick. That absence made things far more difficult. Right from the jump, Caitlin Clark caught fire. She exploded for 25 points in the first half, hitting 9 of 13 shots, while also grabbing 5 rebounds and dishing 3 assists. Her primary defender? Natasha Cloud, who brought her usual aggressive, physical style. But this time, the refs were actually blowing the whistle. Caitlin took contact, slaps, hacks, and Cloud quickly got into foul trouble, which hampered her impact on defense. In semi-transition situations off defensive rebounds, not turnovers, the Liberty consistently failed to locate Clark. Defenders like Maureen Johannes often got switched onto her, which was a clear mismatch in Clark's favor. New York threw a variety of defensive schemes at her: full court pressure, defensive switches, traps on ball screens. Still, Clark settled into a rhythm and remained a threat. Even in the third quarter, when the ball was forced out of her hands, Indiana maintained control. That stretch was a bit wobbly, but apart from it, the Fever were firmly in charge. One adjustment that had some success for the Liberty was putting longer defenders on Caitlin. In the second half, both Kennedy Burke and Brianna Stewart took turns guarding her, and it momentarily slowed her down. But Caitlin still found ways to break them down, blowing by Stewart, beating Burke to the basket, or drawing doubles and kicking it out to teammates like Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hull for clean looks. This tactic isn't exactly new. Last season, Nate Tibbetts tried something similar, switching tall defenders onto Clark to disrupt the pick and roll with Aaliyah Boston. And really, that's the only remotely effective approach. Switch long defenders onto her, mix up looks, and hope for the best. But that kind of defensive focus creates its own problem. When you key in on Clark, it opens up opportunities for other Fever players, especially Boston and Mitchell. Boston thrived in those moments, operating well in the short roll, handing out 4 assists and controlling the paint. The more pressure teams throw at Caitlin, the more freedom her teammates get. Brondello tried it all: pressing, rotating defenders, double teams, being physical. But even in the fourth quarter, when Caitlin's shot wasn't falling, she came up clutch with 2 huge assists that essentially sealed the win. That's what makes her so dangerous. Even when she's not scoring, she's impacting the game in winning ways. Truthfully, this might have been Clark's most complete performance of the season. She played smart, stayed in control, and for most of the night was completely unstoppable. From a strategic perspective, it seemed like the Liberty were in a constant scramble, testing everything, with none of